Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, buckle up because today we have some truly exciting news that could very well shake up the roster of the Washington Commanders for the upcoming NFL season. This is the kind of move that gets fans talking and analysts speculating, a strategic addition that might just tip the scales in their favor in the NFC East and beyond. You know, when it comes to NFL success, everyone keeps saying the same thing: it all starts up front. The battle at the line of scrimmage, both on offense and defense, is what often determines whether a team climbs to the top or struggles in the mud. And one of the key ingredients to winning that battle? Big, powerful players who can hold their ground, push the pocket, and make life miserable for quarterbacks and running backs alike. Well, the Commanders are making a move that might just give them a little extra edge in that department. Recently, the team signed a defensive tackle from UCF, Ricky Barber, a fifth-year player who made quite an impression during his college career and in postseason showcases like the Hula Bowl. Now, this isn't just any signing. Barber has some serious credentials. He was named a 2020 Freshman All-American by the Football Writers Association of America, which already speaks volumes about his talent at a young age. But what really caught the eye of scouts across the league was his performance in the Hula Bowl, where he excelled at finding the quarterback and disrupting offensive line schemes. That kind of production, coupled with his athletic profile, makes him a potential sleeper for the Commanders' defensive line. A deep dive into Ricky Barber's background. Barber hails from Western Kentucky initially, where he played as a defensive tackle and made a name for himself. His college journey was marked by resilience and steady improvement. As soon as his time at Western Kentucky wrapped up, he entered the transfer portal, a move that's become so common in today's college football landscape, allowing players to seek new opportunities and better fit their goals. He caught the attention of Gus Malzahn, then head coach at UCF in Orlando, who recruited him to join the Knights. At UCF, Barber was known for his imposing 6'3", 295-pound frame, a perfect size for a defensive tackle, especially in the NFL, where size and strength are critical. His role in the Knights' transition to the Big 12 Conference was crucial. Moving from the American Athletic Conference to the Big 12 meant challenging defenses against some of the best offenses in college football, including Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas State, and others. Barber's ability to hold his ground against such competition showcased his readiness for higher levels of play. In his senior year at UCF, Barber earned honorable mention in the All-Big 12 Conference, which is no small feat considering the level of competition and talent in that conference. He played in all 12 games, starting in nearly every one, and racked up impressive stats: 34 tackles, including 6 tackles for a loss. These numbers demonstrate his ability to not just occupy blockers but also make disruptive plays behind the line of scrimmage. His relentless motor, combined with good technique and football IQ, made him a consistent presence on the field. Even with a 4-8 team record last season, UCF's defense, especially along the line, was a bright spot in a transitional year. They finished in the top 3 for rushing defense in the Big 12, which is a testament to their discipline, scheme, and talent along the front. What this means for Washington. So, what does this signing mean for the Commanders? Well, if Barber can tap into his experience, refine his skills, and carry forward the steady improvement he's shown throughout his college career, he could very well find himself earning a spot on the 53-man roster. The NFL is all about opportunity, and with the right coaching and development, Barber has the tools to become a disruptive force on Washington's defensive line. The Commanders have been actively working to rebuild their front seven, a core element in their defensive philosophy. Adding a player like Barber, someone with college production, NFL potential, and innate pass rush ability, could be a game-changer. His versatility to play multiple roles along the line, whether as a defensive tackle in a 3 technique or as a more traditional nose tackle, makes him a flexible asset for defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio's schemes. The importance of a strong defensive line in the NFL. The defensive line is a critical part of any successful team, especially in today's NFL where pass rushers and interior defenders can make or break a game. Think about the teams that have dominated in recent years, the Super Bowl champions like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or the recent NFC contenders. They all have dominant defensive lines. The Commanders, with their rich history of strong defensive play, are keen to return to that level. And Barber might be one of those hidden gems who helps them get there. His background, characterized by resilience and adaptability, is exactly the type of profile that NFL teams value, a player who can develop into a cornerstone with proper coaching and experience. His college experience and versatility. His college experience is quite interesting because it shaped him into a versatile and resilient player. Playing for Western Kentucky before transferring to UCF exposed him to different coaching styles, schemes, and levels of competition. That adaptability is crucial in the NFL, where schemes change and players need to quickly adjust. His ability to play multiple positions along the defensive line, from one technique to three technique, combined with his relentless motor, makes him a versatile asset. The NFL, especially in a division like the NFC East, demands players who can adapt quickly and bring consistent effort every game day. Barber's college tape shows a player who fights through blocks and has a knack for getting into the backfield, qualities that every defensive coordinator dreams of. The NFC East context now. Let's talk a bit about the context of the NFC East, because it's a division that's always been known for its physicality and competitive spirit. You have the New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, and of course, the Washington Commanders, all vying for supremacy. The Giants, with Saquon Barkley, are a powerhouse in the rushing game, and recent additions on their offensive line aim to make life even harder for defenses. The Eagles, champions of the NFC, boast one of the most electric defenses and offensive lines in recent memory. Dallas, with their stout front seven, is always a threat to disrupt anything in their path. So, the Commanders need to bolster their interior line to stand toe-to-toe with these rivals. Adding a player like Barber, who has shown flashes of pass-rushing ability and run-stopping prowess, could be exactly what they need to take that next step. His size, combined with his college production, suggests that with proper coaching, he could evolve into a disruptive interior presence, capable of collapsing the pocket and stopping the run. Matchups and potential impact. And speaking of the division, one of the more exciting matchups next season could see Barber lining up against some of the league's best. Imagine him going head-to-head with Saquon Barkley in a crucial NFC East clash, or trying to contain the versatile Cam Skattebo, the Giants' emerging star. These matchups will be crucial for the Commanders' success, especially if Barber can develop into a reliable rotational piece or even push for a starting role. His size, combined with his college production, indicates that with the right development, Barber could become a disruptive interior presence, capable of collapsing the pocket and making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. His run-stopping ability will be tested against the NFC East's powerful rushing attacks, and his pass-rushing skills could be honed to threaten offensive lines more consistently. The overlooked player making big waves. Fans often get excited about big-name free agents or high-draft picks, but sometimes, it's these undrafted or overlooked players who make the biggest impact. Barber is a classic example. He's still young, hungry, and eager to prove himself at the NFL level. And the Commanders are known for giving opportunities to players who show potential and work ethic. Look back at their history. Players like Jonathan Allen or Montez Sweat weren't first-round picks, but their development turned them into cornerstone defenders. Barber could be the next in line if he seizes this opportunity. His college background, combined with his physical tools and relentless motor, make him an intriguing prospect. The NFL is a league that rewards perseverance and effort, and Barber's story is a perfect example of that. Expectations for the coming season now. In terms of expectations, it's realistic to think that Barber might start as a rotational player, providing depth and energy off the bench. But don't be surprised if he surprises everyone and earns a spot in the starting lineup, especially if he continues to impress during training camp and preseason. The NFL is a league of opportunity, and for players like Barber, a few good performances can change everything. His college background, his experience playing in high-pressure situations, and his relentless motor all point to a promising future. If he can develop consistent pass rush moves, improve his technique, and stay healthy, Barber could become a key piece along Washington's defensive front. Versatility and development. And let's not forget, the NFL is a league that values versatility. Barber's ability to play multiple roles along the line, his quickness off the snap, and his knack for disrupting plays are assets that coaches love. With the right coaching staff, he could develop into a key piece in Washington's defensive puzzle. Plus, the team's current defensive coaching staff has a reputation for developing defensive linemen, so Barber's chances of success are looking pretty good. Looking ahead, the road to the season. So, what's next for Barber and the Commanders? Well, the offseason is the perfect time for him to make an impression. Training camp, preseason games, these are the moments where players can truly earn their spot. And given the need for interior pass rushers and run stuffers, Barber's skill set fits perfectly into what the team needs. If he can show consistency, hustle, and a high motor, he might just be the surprise star that fans weren't expecting. In addition, the team's coaching staff will be keen to evaluate how Barber fits into their defensive schemes, especially as they look to improve their pass rush and run defense. With the NFL shifting towards more versatile and multiple front defenses, Barber's ability to adapt will be crucial. Injuries, scheme adjustments, and unexpected breakout performances all play a role in shaping the roster. But one thing is clear, the Commanders are trying to build a formidable front, and Ricky Barber's signing is a strategic move to bolster that group. It's an exciting time for the team, and fans should keep a close eye on how he develops in the coming weeks. Final words and fan engagement. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you see Barber as a future starter or a valuable rotational player? Do you think he has what it takes to make a real impact in the NFC East? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, this is just the beginning. Training camp and preseason are right around the corner, and I'll be right here to keep you updated on every twist and turn. So stay tuned, because the journey for Ricky Barber and the Commanders is just getting started, and there's plenty of excitement ahead. Whether it's breakout performances, strategic roster moves, or intense division battles, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for sticking with me, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got tons of NFL news coming your way, especially about the Washington Commanders. Until next time, keep the faith, stay loud, and let's get ready for an action-packed season filled with surprises, victories, and unforgettable moments.